Okay, we got it. Finally, finally. I'm switching things up. Today, we're simply breaking down all of our weekly dividend cheat sheet, all of our data, everything on here. And I thought we could just do it on a live stream. We'll go through it together, talk about this and where you can find this, because all of this data, including the new no nav erosion cheat sheet, is all available for Circle members, because it does take me so much time to correct and change this data around. I think, I can't even tell you how long I've put into this already. So what we're doing right now is we're just going to be answering questions. If you guys have questions, throw them in the chat. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're going to be going through and changing, updating the information for mostly the paydays for a lot of these, because I'm going to do a video on weekly dividend ETFs getting paid every single day. And in order to do that, I have to know what days they're paying. So dividend history, I'm going to be using Seeking Alpha. I think it is the most current. And we can see, I'm going to do the payday, not declare date. We'll do pay date. I think that's a better date for it. Hope everyone's doing good. People are slowly rolling in. I appreciate you guys, as always. Okay, let's see here. Let me get this set up too. Ooh. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sliding in. There we go. Man, so much is happening. Okay, pay date. Last pay date was the 27th. Why is this so messed up? Okay, so is QDTE paying, yeah, Friday, which it says. Let's try XDTE. All of these should, I mean, does anyone even own these? Like as weekly dividends, do we even like the round till ones? I think out of all of them, I don't know. I get a mixed feeling from the like weekly pay series in comparison with their actual 0 DTEs. But, you know, either way, engage with your audience. I can do a Q&A. I can do a poll. See, this is pretty sweet. This is pretty sweet. I can donate money to myself. I'm trying a different strategy, so let me know what you guys think in the live. If you like the setup more, if you don't like it, all feedback is appreciated. So I imagine all of these are going to be paying on Friday. Yep, 27th. Okay, let's do RDTE. It would make sense for these ones to not be paying on Friday, since all the rest are. Those are all Friday as well. Let's do YBTC. This one might not be. I think YBTC is underrated, but look at the price slowly falling. What are the best weekly dividend ETFs? That's a good question. It depends on what you're looking for. So if you're looking for a really, really high yield, that can hurt your total return. Are you looking for total return? Are you looking for consistency? Or are you looking for one, if I'm just like, always thought Roundhill was good. Roundhill is decent. The weekly pay series is definitely decent in my opinion. There's a couple new ones that I really like. I do like X Funds. They have some good ones. I think Blocks is really good, even though it's been beaten up because Bitcoin's down. I think some of the best ones out there are going to be the Tap Alpha series. What do they call? He calls it something specific. I can't remember. But their TSYX and TDAX, I think, are absolutely phenomenal. But let me see. Okay, RDTE, no, it does pay Thursday. Okay, I'm guessing YETH does as well. Roundhill has a lot of ETFs that no one really talks about. Something solid, not risky. I would recommend, I should make a master list of those too. I don't even think I have them on here. As we can see, I have to throw a lot more on here. No, there's so many. So here's Blocks. Blocks is good. Lift series. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, the Lift series is a 1.3x version of TDAC and T-SPY. And both of those, it's on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100. There are also some new ones. There's some pretty decent ones that just came out from Global X. We'll see how they perform. But if you're looking for something Bitcoin and gold, there's ISBG. I got to look it up. No, GB, ISBG. It's the Bitcoin Gold Income, and these are stacked funds, which means you're getting exposure to leverage without actually having to like pay for margin and stuff of that sort, or use leverage. So I like those ones a lot. Those ones are really unique as well, and I like what they're doing. So we'll see how they perform. Haven't been out for that long, so you have to be careful. Okay. Next, we have Week. Is Week a Roundhill? Week is a Roundhill. Had TSYY just sold because I want to change my exchange. Oh, interesting. TSYY has been an interesting one for me. I I like Tesla. The Granite Shares funds aren't my personal favorite. I think they have a lot of issues with the NAV. Week pays Wednesday. Yes, it does. That's true. Continuing on, Magwai. They do have some cool ones like what? TQQY on the NASDAQ. Those are 3x leverage though. So you have to be very careful. And if you're an active trader, those are a little bit better, but active trading doesn't make a ton of sense to me when you incorporate dividends into it. All right. 30. Okay, so these are paying. Magwai is Monday. Yes, that one's always been a Monday payer, which is nice. Man, Magwai is kind of an underrated one for sure. I think that, let's see. When it comes to weekly dividends, it all depends on what you're looking at. Yeah, so if you guys want to throw something in the chat, I'm happy to answer questions while I go through this, but let me know a little bit of information. Are you looking for super ultra high yields? Are you looking for consistency? Let me know if you're looking for a specific sector as well. I have a video. When did my last video go out on weeklies? I think it was last week. I had a video go on weekly dividends that did really well. I like Chippy. I do like Chippy as well. Chippy is phenomenal. I hold Chippy. It's been doing really well. The only thing is it's YieldMax. So the minute that semiconductors start to fall, I'm going to be out of Chippy for sure because YieldMax is going to NAV erosion the heck out of that one. Even though it hasn't really shown it yet. They pay out so much in dividends. But Chippy is the only YieldMax ETF I hold. Soxy and Biggie have also been doing really well, which just goes to show you YieldMax can make good funds. I think they choose not to a lot of the time. So I'm guessing that the entire PLTY and Chippy. PLTY has been it's been interesting. PLTY did fall off a little bit with PLTR's price. I mean HOOY as well. HOOW. Let's look at that one because I want to see the price, what it's done. But look at the dividends this thing was paying, $2 to $2.50, and it pulled all the way back to 17 cents with Robinhood's pullback. I did buy Robinhood stock just like last week. So Curtis, when is TSYY doing a reverse split? They need it really bad. They're probably gonna have to do it soon, Curtis. Let me pull up that one actually. And just so you guys know, oh my gosh, it's under $4. Yeah, they're gonna reverse split it soon. They must. They'll probably do some news about it soon. I imagine, Curtis, they'll have to do it within the next month or so. At this rate, I mean, what has it done the last month? Dropping 14% a month, 20 cents, 58 cents. I mean, they could hold on a little bit longer, but what it has to, I can't, NASDAQ requirements, it has to be over $5 to be on the NASDAQ, I believe. So they're going to have to plan on it soon. QLDY pays twice a week. That one I need to put on here as well. I have not included that one. That one's by Defiance, and it hasn't been a bad payer, but I mean, dividends twice a week is absolutely insane. Chippy is the only YieldMax that I own. And there you go. I own mostly Neos and Tap Alpha. Those ones have been the best to me. Let's see. Pay date 31. Yeah, these all pay on Tuesday. Did you guys see, is it TPOW is the new WPay ticker? YieldMax knows their main group of investors is people with 100K to retire and need the 80% yields to go back into putting. Yeah, 100%. I'm afraid that's my problem with YieldMax. YieldMax was booming, right? Misty was super hot. Ulti was up 30% in a matter of like 2 or 3 months. And instead of being like, oh, be cautious, we're in a hot market, they swapped the strategy up a little bit with Ulti, changed the holdings and bought some puts and wrecked it completely. And then Misty just fell off because MSTR fell off. So I do feel like a lot of investors that are holding those ones are only holding them because they're trying to live off dividends. Or they took out a ton of margin because everyone was taking out margin. I do not trade with margin. No way. All right. Is WPay, is TPOW even like a thing now? I'm trying to figure out. They changed the ticker. Whoops. Oh man, no. Weekly pay, TOPW. That's why it's not popping up. Hope so, bro. The dividends were so good with 16K invested, but they need the reverse split ASAP. Yeah, Curtis, I definitely think. Do you think MST will rip when BTC rally? Lasmello? Yes, 100%. Because MST is a leverage version, basically a leverage version of Misty. Their options, I don't think, are as good as Misty's, but it will absolutely tear when Bitcoin bounces back. The question is when is that going to happen? That is what I want a lot of Oh, that's what I want. LOL. A lot of dividends. Yes. Oh, live off dividends. Me as well. No margin. No margin is, yeah, very, very important. I use NEOS for stocks, MLPs, and REITs, but Curve for gold and silver and copper. Yes. Curve, whatever they're doing, it is absolutely the top fund for copper and for gold and for silver. I haven't seen anything even come close to competing with them. All right, dividend history. I need to change this. Okay, not T-POW. It's T. Where did it go? Did I already change it? No, I didn't. So what I'm doing is I'm creating this TOPW. I want top W. Oh, that makes sense. I'm creating this and I'm going to be, do you prefer income stocks or growth? I have a mix. Let me pull up my portfolio. Let's see. So I have a mix right now. So my biggest holdings are growth. Well, it's a mix, I guess. Let's do, this is also wrong. It's something with, it's not Blossom's fault, it's Fidelity's fault because they don't count your record correctly. Because I only started with, I don't even know, 20K or something like that, and I've been growing. Anyways, QQQM is my top holding, and then Main Street Capital, a dividend stock that I love. Man, QQQM pulled back that much. That's crazy. SPY, Amazon, QQQI. And then we have our income down here. We have SPYI, ENB, TDAC, and so on. CrowdStrike's been beaten up like crazy. But yeah, so I'm a mix. I hold both. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are interested. If you guys are active investors, I am looking for some moderators in my circle group, which will get you a free membership. We have some pretty crazy stuff coming out in there, including the weekly dividend cheat sheet. So if you guys are interested in moderating, let me know. Send me a message on Blossom or send me an email and we can get you guys in there. I'm looking to just build. Right now, I'm in the building phase. I want people to enjoy it for sure, but I want a lot of value in there. So if you guys are interested at all in moderating, let me know. But you do have to have a pretty good knowledge of investing. So if you're new, it's still a great place for you. It's just not the best to be a mod. 39.49%. Do you plan to add any other leverage ETFs besides NEOS? Madden, yeah, I have the Lift series by Tap Alpha as well. Those are my leveraged ones. Do I own any weekly pairs in my personal portfolio? Curtis, I do. I have them all on a series here on YouTube. I own 10 of them. Okay, can I name them is the question. I have 3 from Roundhill. I have AMDW, GOOW, and GXDW. And then I also have Rex Shares. I have NVII, COII. That one absolutely tanked. And there's another one, LLII. Then I have both of the Lift series, TSYX and TDAX. And then the last 2 that I have, oh man, I'm so bad at remembering. I mean, I guess I could look at it. That would definitely help. Let me pull up the last 2 because there are 2 more in there. And what's key with those, I'm just tracking performance, right? Like I believe in AMD, I believe in NVIDIA. So I wanted those in there. Everything's been slow today. Have you guys been feeling that? Everything has been so slow. Let's pull down. So yeah, TDAC, TDAX are both in there. Oh, I have blocks in there and I have Chippy in there. Duh. That's where I hold Chippy. I'm new to ETFs. Well, welcome. Everybody is welcome when it comes to these ETFs. What's your favorite growth stock? Google right now, probably. No, Amazon. Amazon's my favorite long-term. Amazon's my largest single stock holding. I like Amazon. I like CrowdStrike for cybersecurity. And I love SoFi. I don't have as much in SoFi, but it is beaten up. Look, I'm down 30% on my position. Single stock stuff, I have a lot of, I do have some NVIDIA. Robinhood, man, there's so many good single stock ones out there right now. But the thing is, it depends on what you're looking for. Thank you for actually owning what you broadcast on your platform. Yeah, I really appreciate that. So many fakes out there who don't even have skin in the game. Curtis, I can't stand that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like I saw a guy do a review and he's like, here are the best income ETFs. He doesn't hold income at all. Like, what are you even talking about? You have no idea. No, I hold a mix. I don't only do income. I talk about income more often because I have 2 channels. I have this one that's income and I have one that I focus more on growth on. But yeah, if you're going to talk about something and pretend to know all this stuff about it, like a lot of these people do, at least put some money in it. So when it goes down, it's not just people that are hurting because you didn't know what you were talking about. So yeah, I hold a ton, but I'm big on Robinhood right now. I don't know if you guys saw the Robinhood news. Robinhood is announcing like this entire suite of new features, including a social investing portion, which is going to be kind of similar to Blossom. If you guys don't know, this is Blossom. It is like a social media for investors. And basically you plug in your portfolio, you can see what people are holding, you can see what they're doing, and people, comment. It's really cool on here. And so they're putting out something like that, and Robinhood has so many users already. I think it's going to be absolutely nuts. So I think we did finish. I believe all of these are Tuesday. So let's do this. But I wonder, is TPOW, Top W? I keep saying that one wrong. Is this one also? No, it's paid out on the 25th and the 18th. So it's a Wednesday payer. Okay. Oh my gosh, SanDisk is absolutely insane. Yep. No, I feel that too. Did you guys see all of them kind of tank? SanDisk is doing a lot better, but MU is another one that was up over 400%. I like Robinhood as well. It's interesting. I have such mixed feelings with Robinhood because of everything that happened with AMC and the GME debacle, but a lot of a lot of brokerage companies did the exact same thing, right? So I can't necessarily just blame Robinhood. But I mean, it does kind of suck that they did that. They're doing away with the spending account and debit card feature. That's weird. One thing I can't stand with Robinhood is the gold, where they're like, "Oh, sign up for gold. You get 4% cash back on all purchases." And they're like, "Yeah, I signed up for over a year and they never let me in. So I had to pay the $60 a year fee and I never was let in, which is a bummer." So, one thing, let me know, you guys. I'm going to remove the number of dividends. What should I put for this category? What's the most important? So I have yield trailing 12 months, the provider, the inception date, the pay date. I'm trying to think what is more important. Like, number of dividends doesn't really matter as much. And I was thinking about it. Any thoughts on NVDY for long-term drip? I think YieldMax. Let me pull something up. Okay. So my problem with YieldMax is I just think there's better options out there, but I haven't tracked these ones for a while. And I'm sponsored by Rex, not for this live stream or anything like that, but I am, I do have ongoing sponsorships with them because NVII has been better, way better. NVDW, they have that new bank account feature. Exactly. Because look at this. If we go, we'll go to the last 5/28 of 2025. May 28th of 2025. And if we go price return wise, NVDW has been one of the worst ones. NVII holds up the best. When you factor in dividends, though, NVII is the king. I prefer the way that Rex structures their funds in comparison to how YieldMax does it, because I think they're going to have a lot less NAV erosion. That's the goal anyway. True, but we have Robinhood banking now, so I can have a single mom of 5 deliver me 5K. See, exactly. There are so many things with Robinhood, so it's like, it's absolutely nuts. I don't like YieldMax, but I hope they recover in the future. My thing with YieldMax is I don't think they will recover personally, not financial advice, of course, but the way that they structure their funds, they're going to pay out as much as they possibly can to try to keep those distribution rates from 60 to 110%. So long-term for me, I'm not the biggest fan of YieldMax. But NVDY, if you're going to go with one, pick a stock that you like and pick the underlying. It's important too, like, are you investing for growth? Are you investing for the income side? Are you living off of dividends? Because if you're living off dividends, it can be tough holding YieldMax. Because let's check this out. So if we do NVIDIA and we go to the dividends and we go to the dividend history, you can see, look at how, well, it's not really going to showcase it. Let's go yield on cost, dividend yield on cost. Yeah, you see the yield spike as everything has been falling. But the dividend yield on cost starting out in 2023 was 44, and it's continued to go up. That's pretty impressive. All the way up, it's at 70. Yeah, very interesting. So yield on cost, but the switch to weeklies also kind of throws me. If we go to their dividend growth, we can see. I don't think YieldMax care about their investors. Curtis, I actually agree with you on that one. And I kind of got pulled into it. They brought me to New York for a couple of their like events and whatnot, and it was really fun. But they I'll give you guys a little inside scoop. They treated us not like royalty. They gave us a bunch of stuff, like a speaker and stuff like that. And they had one catered event that was fun. It was actually sick because we're in like a New York like skyscraper way up at the top, at a rooftop bar, but they just use us as marketing, which I understand. That's what we're a tool really used for, right? Is marketing as like investors, as content creators. But some of these content creators, man, were loving it. They were like, I really want to, they love me. They think I'm the best. And I was like, they don't, they're making money off of us for sure. Thank you for that answer. I really appreciate what you do. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're all in this together. That's the thing. I mean, these ETFs, one thing I love about ETFs is the movement, the fluctuation of price, the NAV isn't set by the number of inflows and outflows of money. So if you invest $1 million, it's not going to pump my account, right? And so that's why you can be really transparent with these, because it's not going to showcase in the results, because they're generating and removing shares every day. I have almost 10K in YieldMax. I don't know if I should pull it out or let it ride for 2 years. It feels like they're just giving me my money back. That's the thing. So we've had this massive shift from YieldMax type ETFs, right? So one problem that I see is when you pull up the YieldMax website, let's do it. I'm going to regret it, but let's do it. First of all, it's nonstop movement. I don't know why. Oh, it's not even showing it. Nope, there it is. I don't know why they thought moving something at this speed. It makes me nauseous. They pumped out an insane number of ETFs. I've been tracking YieldMax since it only had Coney and Tesla. Those were the only two YieldMax funds. And they have, in the last 2 years, pumped out 50 to 70 funds a year, something like that, plus. So they're just putting out way too many. Neos, in the same time, has released 10 funds, and I would hold any Neos fund over any YieldMax fund, except their T-bill ETFs, because, I mean, they're like a savings account. But seriously, that's genuinely how I feel. Okay, but what should I put in here? Give me some feedback, guys. If you guys don't mind, number of dividends, what should I throw on here? I was supposed to go live on TikTok as well. I've been so bad. Let's do it. I'm just going to throw the live up, and I'm just going to talk on my phone. But I want to know what you guys think. What should go in this category, right? Best thing you can do with YieldMax is get up to a certain amount of shares and do not invest another dime in it again until you have made all your money back from the dividends. That's true. And then you're playing with just house money. Just playing with house money. Okay, there we go. Got it. I'm going to have to charge my phone for sure, but all right. Only income stocks I'm going to put more money into is blocks and MLPI. Okay, so I have a video. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I have a video going out tomorrow, and it is on the best and worst Neos funds of 2026. So what's been performing the best, what's been doing the worst, and honestly, MLPI has been doing the best. It's been doing phenomenally well. A lot of the holdings are up 30% plus in a couple months, which is amazing. Chippy is still good. YieldMax does have good funds. They just have so many bad ones that I tend to ignore the good ones. But Chippy, I do hold Chippy. Here we go. Welcome. If you guys are jumping in on the TikTok, welcome. Okay, so what I thought of a metric. I'm not going to do number of dividends. Let's look at something different. We have the yield, the ETF provider, inception date, pay date, number of dividends. Let me know if the ads are crazy, guys. I've never put ads on these lives before because, to be honest, I didn't know how. If they're super annoying, I'll turn them off because you guys don't need to sit through ads. I just wanted to try it and see if it even makes anything, to be honest, because normally they make pennies. And if it's making pennies, It's not even worth it. Okay. All right. Number of dividends. Asset amount and holdings. Okay, wait, are you asking me my asset amount and number of holdings? That's probably the question. Okay, let me see. Everything's on Blossom. My portfolio is free. If you download Blossom and you go to Spencer Invest, you can see everything on here. This does not hold, I don't know why it's not updating. It doesn't hold my cash. I have about 7,000 in cash currently, and then I'm waiting to pay my taxes. So I'm going to finalize my Roth IRA for 2026 once I pay taxes, because I'm not even going to tell you guys what I have to pay in taxes because it really sucks. All right, back to it. Weekly dividends to put on the list. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. Oh, asset. Ooh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do assets. Yeah, I won't do the full holding, but let's do asset type. That's so good. Oh, I love that. Okay. Thank you. All the way down. I'm going to do, yeah, because that'll give them NASDAQ. That'll be S&P. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Thank you. No ads, I have premium. Let's go. So I don't know if you guys know this, by you just watching with premium, you literally are, it like pays me a little bit more or something like that. We'll do S&P 500. Is RDTE the Russell 2000 or is it, asset class? Yeah, let's just do IWM. No, we'll do Russell. Oh man, I'm not going to misspell Russell on here. That would just be, now let me check. Is it IWM? No, I had it right. Russell 2000, BTC, ETH, weak is T-bills. Mag Y is Mag 7. This is such a good idea. I'm kind of pumped. Okay. I like the idea of adding AUM to the list. Oh, maybe I should do, why don't I do AUM instead of inception date? Would that be more valuable? Yeah, sorry. I'm just absolutely blanking on those. Yeah, inception date or AUM. They're going to fluctuate. Inception date will never change, of course, but AUM is going to fluctuate. BRKB. Hood. Do you guys ever like talk about investing and you realize you just have an insane amount of tickers memorized and you're like, why do I even hold all these? Like, how do I hold all these in my brain? Because, it's hard to forget them, right? Yeah, good. No, Baba. Costco. All right, guys. Oh, thank you for liking. Thank you for liking the live. Yeah, if you guys like the lives, it helps me out a ton. What is Uber's ticker? I don't know Uber, of course. It's Uber. Guess I did know it. UNH. GDX. Let's just do... should I just put gold miners? Let's see. Maybe not AUM because then it might be too much to keep track of. That's the thing. Everyone buy YouTube Premium so Spencer can get paid more. We can force him to pay more taxes for the California light rail. Have you guys seen those videos that are going around? It's like, oh, things that cost the same as the California light speed rail. And it's like sending every millennial like 5,000 pieces of avocado toast or something like that. And the numbers are absolutely insane. I just want to hold one weekly ETF for weekly pay and keep my crypto for now. Crypto, I've been buying so much more crypto. All right, wait, I have to swipe on here to view the comments. No, that sucks. Joey, thank you for liking the live. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about investing, go ahead, toss them in the chats. Maro does look good. A lot of the Bitcoin funds are really beaten up. There's two that I'm watching. I'm watching BTCI, and I actually have the leverage version, which is XBCI. a little more leverage in there, but I believe in it long term. And then I also absolutely love NEHI because I'm kind of going long on Ethereum now too. Awesome. Thank you so much, Joey. Can I ask why you like SoFi? I like SoFi stock because the banking, I use it as a banking app. And so, okay, I use Wells Fargo and I use SoFi. And SoFi is better in nearly every single way. Not only is the high yield savings account like 10 times that of Wells Fargo, but Wells Fargo, you have to physically go in for all these things, right? You have to go in and get these loans, where SoFi does everything online. And the cool thing with SoFi from a stock perspective is the fact that once you get into their system, like you open a high yield savings account, they're going to pay you 3.7%. You are now in their system for everything: refinancing your home, credit card debt, student loans, car loan. And so they can pitch these deals to you over and over and over again. And that's why long term, I think SoFi is going to be a huge winner. Yeah, Joey, if you have more questions, thank you so much. You're liking the live, dude. You're up to like 300 likes. Absolutely super kind of you. I like BTCI, but it's monthly. What do you think? I love BTCI. Neos is not going to do a weekly. I've done a ton of interviews with them. They're just not interested in the weekly structure because the way that they do their options right now, they're not going to shift it. They would have to basically do a different style of option. And the one they have now is working super well. So, hi, Spencer. What do you think about Neos IYRI fund? That's so funny. I have an interview on Thursday with Neos, and we're going to discuss IYRI. So right now I don't own it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Man, Joey, you're at 400 likes, dude. Thank you so much. Kilo Whiskey, welcome to the live. I don't think there's anything wrong with IYRI. I think it's a really solid way of investing in real estate. And if you guys haven't looked at the holdings, some of the holdings of IYRI have been doing extremely well. Ticker WELL, well, has been absolutely pumping. They hold Prologis. They have Realty Income. They don't have NNN REIT, but I think they have a storage REIT as well. I really appreciate your videos. It's the least I can do. No, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You guys watching the videos and watching the lives helps so much. You have no idea. Neos, they won't do weekly because their advisor network don't want them. That's probably true as well. They are targeting a lot of those advisors with those funds. But I will also say a weekly structure is not easy to do unless you do what Tap Alpha did, which they could do. It is potential. There is potential for it. IYRI has been okay. It's not my favorite Neos fund. I'm super aggressive with my investing style, so I'm going to do the boosted funds. I do hold XBCI, XQQI, and I do hold XSPI. Those tickers are hard to remember, though. Okay, GDX. Okay, so this is the gold miners. I'm supposed to be doing my homework, but I am not. I am not. Miners. And then GDLW. It's just the gold, right? GDLW. GLDW. My goodness. I do that all the time. Gold. There we go. Just had to double check. TS. Oh, this is their T-bill ETF. I'm going to do another T-bill video. First live I saw. Welcome in. Welcome in. Great video. New here. Thank you. Of course. Of course. Thank you guys so much. Holding all 19 Neos ETFs. Yep. Vici went down from $32 to $27. Good buying time. I have been waiting to buy Vici for so long. Now, the thing with Vici is, again, Joey, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. The thing with Vici Properties is, I think, okay, wait, let me see. Oh, yes, there we go. Vici, my only fear is if we do see like an actual recession. We had a really great market pop today, right? I was up over $900 in my account. But with Vici, Vegas is just getting super expensive. It's a bummer, but like even to travel there, it's not like insane, but it used to be the cheap place to go. So it's just not anymore. Now, that being said, I mean, they own the Bellagio Hotel. So there's always going to be a bougie spot. It's stunning. If you guys haven't been to Vegas, it is probably my favorite vacation spot within the US. I'm not even joking. I want to plan another trip there soon because it's just so much fun. Curtis, thank you. Thank you. I look forward to talking with you more. Yeah, whenever you guys are on, when I'm on, when you're in here, jump on, leave me a comment, and we'll definitely get rolling. Been watching you for a year. Great content. Oh, thank you so much. That means so much to me. That's why I do it. It's definitely why I do it. I'm honestly just a nerd. I nerd out with this stuff 1000%. Joey's at over 1,300 likes now. Thank you so much, guys, for liking the live. Drop questions if you have any questions on TikTok. I had Vici, too much casino properties in it. It does have a lot of casinos, and they're not cyclical, but if you do see a recession, but that's the thing. If you see a recession when it comes to Las Vegas, you're still going to have a crazy amount of people going. It's just going to be wealthier people going to Vegas over other options. Thank you for liking the live, you guys. Thank you so much. Just got into NEHI. Yep, that's my plan. I'm waiting to like give California all of my tax money because that's what I have to do apparently. And then once I do that, I will definitely be throwing some money into NEHI. If you guys are curious, it's not for everybody. I just started last week my private circle community. It's linked in my YouTube. It's linked kind of everywhere. And it's a monthly fee, but basically there's tons of stuff in there. So give it a check out. See if it's something that you'd be interested in. It is $8.99 a month. And there's only one tier right now. So if you guys are interested, check it out and then let me know. There is a discount. Not a discount. There's a free trial going on. And so I throw all my weekly dividend stuff in there, my monthly dividend. You can message me in there and we can discuss it. I want to pair NEHI with the underlying IEFA. Let me see. See, that's what's interesting. With the MSCI EAFE. NEHI is the Ethereum one. Is it NIHI? I think you're thinking, NIHI is, let me pull it up. NIHI is the MSCI EAFE one. That's what you're saying. You want NEHI and, NIHI. Man, they couldn't have chosen different tickers that would make this easier for me. Joey said, do you have any knowledge about VOOG and your opinion on whether it will outperform VOO? Any thought? I do not know. Let me look it up. Interesting. I hold VOO. So what's the difference? Oh, okay. So it looks like. Interesting. Okay, let me pull this over real quick. So VOO is the low-cost broad market fund tracking the S&P 500. Yep. Ideal for stable long-term growth. VOOG, the Vanguard S&P Growth ETF, focuses on only the growth-oriented subset of those stocks, offering higher potential returns through tech-heavy concentration. It sounds like VOO is going to outperform. VOOG will outperform, but it's definitely going to be more volatile. And that's if you believe in tech, Joey. If you think tech is going to continue to boom, then I would definitely say VOOG is the option. But personally, I just think it's easier to go with like a NASDAQ fund and then hold VOO for what it is. But there's so much carryover between VOO. Why do we have the calendar up? Between VOO and QQQ. ETHA. Oh, yes. I see. BTC, Solana, XRP. I'm long on ETH, BTC, and XRP. I just don't know about Solana. I don't knock it at all, but Joey, you're almost to 2,000 likes. Thank you so much. Amazing answer. Thank you. Yes, my pleasure. Joey, if you message me on here, if you have questions too, message me on TikTok. I'm happy to answer stuff. Do you think it's too late to get into MLPI? The thing with MLPI, we could see a pullback depending on what happens with the conflict. I don't think it's too late personally, but my thought process on MLPI is it's in a very subset way a bet on AI because energy is going to keep going up the more that they need. Now, personally, I'm into NUKZ and I own NUKX. NUKX is a weekly pair. NUKZ is a growth ETF. And so those ones, they're both pretty phenomenal, but they capture a lot of the AI upside too. But I do think MLPI long-term, it will be a little more cyclical, but long-term growth, I think we're going to need more energy over and over and over again with AI. Okay, let's see. IVRs are significant on AVDE and AVEM. Anyone have the Advantis ETFs that are actively managed, run by former Dimension funds, guys? No, let me check them out. Advantis. It's not, okay, wait, Advantis. It's not often that you guys pull an issuer that I don't know just because I literally read through this stuff all the time. But let's see. Just got an update. Trump addressing the nation at 9 p.m. Man, if he just throws out some of these tweets and then Iran tweets and it's just like, oh my goodness, back to back. It's just wild. Oh, these Advantis ones don't look bad. I'll have to do a deeper dive on those. Maybe International small cap. I wonder how they perform versus like, the indices overall. Netflix just raised their prices. I own the stock, but I'm down. Oh, Netflix. Let me pull it up. What else? Did you guys see Nike drop today? Netflix is up today, but down. I mean, look at the price of Netflix. It ran like crazy. It sold off a little bit. Everyone was talking about buying it here. I didn't. I don't like Netflix long term. I think like one thing for me, they do have a lot of good series on there. Like Stranger Things was such a moneymaker, but like it's over now and they'll come out with new series and whatnot. But it just long term, it's not really where I'm looking to put my money. Especially with the competition, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Paramount. What are all the other ones? Hulu, and I think Hulu and Disney are combined, but still. Rex Shares, NVII, TSII, and others are weekly. Yeah, NVII and TSII are two of my favorites. WMTI by Rex has been absolutely phenomenal. You guys didn't see Nike fell 9% in the after hours today. I don't see an argument for holding Nike stock. I mean, look at this thing over the last 5 years. And the market's been booming. That's what destroys me. The market has been absolutely booming. Stock split, send it down like crazy for Netflix. Oh, that makes sense. I forgot they did a split. I don't keep up to date with all the single stocks. It's so much. Sold most single stocks. I have T and the baby bond TBB. Oh, T as in, is T AT&T? Or is that just a T-bill? No, it's AT&T. Yeah. I held AT&T for a while. AT&T is not a... Interesting. Absolute boom. Absolute boom. Hey, thank you so much. A donation. That's absolutely so kind. You guys do not have to donate. That is super nice of you. I appreciate that. Put that money in the market. Put it... no, don't put it in a penny stock, but put it somewhere that's gonna be good. Wait, okay, can I put a goal? No, I don't want super chats. That you can only do a goal of super chats? No, I want like a subscriber goal. If you guys are not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out so much. Yeah, AT&T. AT&T's been really, really solid. Okay, back to my weekly dividends. I got to update some of these. Oh my gosh, there's more of the round hill ones. Okay, so these can all be deleted. Delete 4 rows. And we got the rest of these. MSTR. What do you guys think? What's the take on MSTR? Last Mellow, thank you so much again for that. That's so nice. Coffee and Dividends, love your channel and commitment. Coffee, dude, you have been like one of the supporters for so long. I really appreciate that. You're the best. Someone told me to buy Microsoft. I don't know how down it is. I'm going to look into it later. Microsoft does not look bad to me. So they have, what is it? Azure is their like cloud system. That's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, look at how beat up it is. It's down in the past year after running up 36%. But it is, let's see if it holds support. If it holds support at this 360, I mean, if it falls below that, you're kind of at a bottom until you reach what? 320, 315. I don't love to play the charts only specifically. Joey, you're at 3,000 likes, dude. You've got to be getting tired. Hey, I need a cash buyer in WI. Cash buyer for what? I'm investing in stocks. I have ISBG in my Roth. I do as well. No touching MSTR. ISBG or GIX. I choose ISBG. Now, what people... GIX is kind of interesting. I prefer the other weekly pairs. GIX has been an underperformer, in my opinion. Microsoft Leaps, that would be a really solid option. Michael Saylor is crazy. He launched something called STRC. It's like a credit for BTC. Okay, I need to talk about... Everyone sold Ulti. All right, for old time's sakes, let's pull up Ulti. And let me give you guys... year to date. Year to date, it's not as bad as I thought. I mean, I held Ulti from here to here, and I was beaten up, and it was a huge bummer. Do you open an investment LLC to trade? Cole, I don't. I hold everything in my Roth IRA. Roth IRA is my absolute favorite way to invest, not financial advice. If you have earned income, if you have a job, and you don't have a Roth IRA, if you're contributing to a 401k, that's probably better if your company's matching it. If they're not matching it, Roth IRA every day of the week. Still have my Ulti too, but not buying more. My thing with Ulti, I don't think it's a terrible play. My problem with it is you're depending solely on what YieldMax is deciding to do, and they've changed the fund so many times. Because I had tons of faith in it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Is today recovery or dead cat bounce? Time will tell. That's the thing. Everyone's super anxious. Like I was like, man, I should have bought in more because the market's been dropping. Um, but seriously, I wish I had put more in. A lot of my options are going back. Not my options. My holdings are going back to my cost basis. So no Rex either. I like Rex. I think some of them are interesting. I'm going to do a full video on STRC, and I'm going to do another full video on Rex because they released their auto callable fund, which those auto callables sound interesting to me. Something a little bit different than others. So something unique. There we go. Man, Joey, you are absolutely killing it. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't tried these poppy drinks, I'm like an avid Mountain Dew drinker, and I absolutely love these things. And they're way better for you than Mountain Dew. YieldMax are bad stock pickers. That's the problem. Yeah, Ulti's been, yeah, the thing is, Ulti came out, ULTY, and then a bunch of other issuers, KYLD from Curve, and you had ULTI by Rex. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, Ulti from both. ULTI launched at a terrible time in the market. I saw a little bit ago that ULTY was actually performing better than the NASDAQ this year, which makes sense because they're kind of a unique set of holdings and they're income producing. So Ulti is holding up, need to go more with the S&P. That's the thing. If they cut the yield of Ulti to like 15%, I would be interested, right? It's the fact that they pay out these insanely high distributions. Like 30%, guys, is not obtainable unless you're in a super hot bear market. And that's why I like the new funds, the Edge funds by Global X, because you're able to actually get like a 9 and a 13% yield. The idea of a taxable, I like the idea of a taxable account. You can pull your money out whenever you want. I don't mind eating the taxes. I have 100K in my 401k Roth, which I can't touch. That is a phenomenal point. You cannot touch the money in your Roth. You can pull the money out that you invested, but anything that you've made, you cannot remove, which is kind of a bummer, bunny. Talked about GOOW already. GOOW is one of my 10 weekly dividend ETFs. I do hold it and I do like it. Long-term Google, phenomenal. YouTube, I mean, they're making a lot of money. They do make a lot of mistakes, so I hope they fix that. I'm interested in the boosted, but I think I'll wait a year or so. Coffee, I did buy the boosted. Screen is a bit blurry. Okay, I apologize. We may have some latency. It's popping up the bit rate. Let's see. Man, I want to do a different goal. The super chat goal is funny, but sorry about that. Yeah, we have 70 viewers in the live on YouTube. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you guys would do me a favor, subscribe, please. It helps me out so much, and it is super, super helpful for growing the channel. Man, there's so much happening. So much happening. Let me just make sure. Joey, thank you so much. 4,000 likes, man. My goodness. Oh, the new ROC JP Morgan ETFs. Yep. So I was talking with, I have a video that's supposed to go live. It's a sponsored interview with Neos. And I talked to them about that. Like, why don't more issuers use like the 1256 contracts? Like, why doesn't JP Morgan? But I wonder, JP Morgan. Let me see. I wonder if these ones are going to use it. I need to do a video on these for sure. Tax deferred yield return of capital. Interesting. Okay. How are they doing that though is the question. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys from TikTok. If you're on TikTok, don't forget to follow. Tax deferred. Yep. The thing with JP Morgan is their funds are cheap, which is really, really nice. They're not charging a ton. Okay, I'm missing some of these. You guys are going so fast. I appreciate it. That's assuming you live long enough to enjoy what's in your Roth. That's 1,000% true. Spencer, they should just change all of the Ulti holdings just to Chippy. Genuinely, I think they pulled Chippy and Soxy from the Ulti holding, which is so insane. Has anyone checked in on YieldMax? That one used to be phenomenal. Rocky and Rock Q, the new JP Morgan ones. I need to check those out. Now you see how many of us love your channel. Thank you guys so much. I'm not going to lie. The channel has been down in views. I've been feeling a little bit beat up about it. I launched the Circle group. It's a slow growth kind of thing, but I really appreciate it. That's why I love these lives. You guys are so nice. You guys are too nice. I'm just a ETF nerd. Doesn't JEPQ do equity linked notes? Yes, they do. JEPQ and JEPI both do. And that's what kind of helps is I'm not an expert on the equity linked notes. I'm not. But I guess they utilize it as like a wrapper on top of the covered calls that make them a little bit safer. But it's a similar function, just lower yielding and a bit safer. So that's my understanding of it anyway. My question, are these going to be, they're going to be monthly, right? No way they put out a weekly dividend. If JP Morgan drops a weekly payer, that's going to be absolutely amazing. I have a Roth too for older me. I have a taxable for early retirement mini. Oh yeah. Just ask Grok to explain ROCY and ROCQ to you. That's actually a good idea. Do you guys use Grok a lot? I don't use it enough. Spencer launching a gaming channel. Yeah, dude, I have far too many video games on here. I used to be quite the gamer, but those days are nearly over with, unfortunately. Still fun every once in a while to hop on there with the boys. I'm thinking, should I do a third channel? So currently I have this channel, and then I have Spencer Invest Portfolio that's more so growth, kind of growth news related beginner investing style. But like, should I do a third channel? I'm thinking about doing an overall finance channel. Is that something you guys would be interested in watching? Like, or I could do, okay. I thought about doing something. I'm the boys. Ryan, you are the boys. You came in at a really good time. I'm thinking about doing some other, love your videos with Income Architect. Those are going to keep coming. Absolutely love it. How do you handle taxes? I pay an accountant to do them. So, okay, let me give you guys a little breakdown. For those that are not in California, I have an LLC for Spencer Invest, right? I am taxed anywhere from 40 to 50% on the income from my YouTube channel. That's how absolutely insane it is, because in Minecraft channel, I thought about doing like an investing Minecraft. Ditch the sugary drink. The older Spencer will thank you. That's what I'm doing. These ones are not nearly as bad. 5 grams of sugar. Normal Mountain Dew has what, like 40, 50? That's the problem. There was a little bit too much Spencer. I was getting a little too much weight there, so definitely swapped them out. Really like the video you did with the other day ranking ETF issuers. Sith Lord of Mordor. That's a sweet name. I definitely will keep doing those. I definitely will keep doing those. Ranking them's cool. I'm going to do one ranking like growth issuers as well. Spencer changed the LLC to Nevada charter. I thought about doing that. The problem is, I don't know if it's because I formed it in California. California, you have to pay an $800 fee per LLC. Yeah, 40 to 60% is insane, because we have federal tax, and then California has state income tax, and then you have self-employment tax. I would 1000% use Nevada. I'm thinking about moving, to be honest, but I can't. I don't want to leave. That's the problem. But yeah, no, the taxes are insane. So it's funny, like if I make a couple grand in a month on the channel, boom, it's amazing. I love it. Half of that goes away for taxes, and I'm getting ready to pay taxes already. I will say I have a ton of money set aside for taxes for last year, and I'm getting ready to pay early on this year's taxes. So yeah. But what do you guys think? Should I do a normal fire Newsom? 1000%. Move to Texas. I looked at Texas, Tennessee, Florida, all of those. It's so much better. So, okay. I have a 9-to-5 job. I work a normal job. But if I moved to a different state, I could almost save enough on taxes, including things like property tax, because I have a house here in California, that I could actually just do YouTube full time, which would be fun, but I don't I don't know. Doing YouTube full time is scary. So definitely scary. Let me check in. Okay. Man, there's so much happening. Some people are downloading the weekly cheat sheet right now. You guys are the best. Okay, Joey, oh my gosh, you're almost 7,000 likes, Joey. You got to take a rest, brother. Thank you so much. Get a job. I have a job. Can you give a general description of your job? Yes. I'm a scientist. I think I've said that before. I'm a scientist. So I won't say where I work and stuff like that. But I am a scientist. So I'm used to doing a lot of data research, data analytics, and that's kind of how I got into the investing side of the analytics, tracking data and whatnot. Move your company out of California. I 1000% should. Crazy you have a 9-to-5 put out so much content. Yeah, I work quite a bit. One of the things with my 9-to-5 though is I do have a lot of vacation time saved up. I've been here for 5 years roughly now. So I use vacation time quite often if I get overwhelmed with YouTube, and I research all my videos on the weekend. And so we have the podcast channel. I have both my channels. So between those, I usually am putting out around 7 videos per week, not including short form. I usually do 1 short form, so I'm looking at 14 to 15 videos a week. Um, yeah, yeah, I could work somewhere else as well. Scientist and well-versed investor. I like to think so. I like to think so. It's really fun. Biology, that's my degree, and it's cool. It's really unique. It's something different. So, all right, let's keep the chat rolling. I'm gonna do another. We'll do another 30 minutes. You guys are hyping me up too much. I can't log off now. But if you guys have questions, throw them my way. Did not know you did lives. Thanks for all the info. Hope it helped. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Joey. It helped a ton. It helped absolutely a ton. Over 7,000 likes on the TikTok. Do you live near Napa or the OC? I went to school near Napa, so I love the Napa area. Not Southern California. Southern California is okay. I traveled quite a bit, and I've done a lot of stuff for work as well. So I mean, I used to love SF, but I don't know. It's hard. If like I move out of California, do I move somewhere else? I don't want to move somewhere else in California. All that good stuff. You guys have really helped me with this cheat sheet. This is actually going to help me move quite quickly. I'll go through and add all these. There's so many new ones from Rex. There's so many new ones from like everybody. And then I think, yeah, you guys said not AUM. I don't know what I'll do for the date. I'll have to go back and look and see what else. JPL. What? JPL? Is that a stock? What does that stand for? JPL. See, sometimes my brain just stops working. Guys, if we pull together 100K, Spencer can move to Vegas and start the gambling channel. Those gambling channels are absolutely hilarious. I mean, I feel bad. They make money off the content, but have you guys seen those where they'll like gamble, they'll lose like $1,000 in a day and be like, well, oops, move to the Valley and see it, then drive 6 hours to work. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a blast. Imagine the content. I would do 6-hour driving lives. No, I thought you were a scientist. I'm a biologist, so I'm an environmental scientist. So it depends on the type of science. So I do a lot. I do a lot of documentation. I do a lot of analytics, but on the environmental side. So it's fun. It's fun. Okay, ETF provider, inception date. We weren't going to do AUM. I'm late, so I don't know if you talked about it today, but I'm finally back in the green. Amazing. Do you think the dip is over, or will it go back down? Retired in Napa, not moving ever. If you can afford to retire in Napa, absolutely amazing. The dip. So here's my take. I never try to predict the market. I think, thoughts on JEPQ? JEPQ is absolutely one of the absolute best funds if you're Pastor Marcus. Thank you guys for jumping into the chat. Thought on YieldMax going down. YieldMax seems to like always be going down, unfortunately. I love JEPQ. I think if you're retired or if you're looking for consistent income, JEPQ is very solid. JEPI as well. I like Neos a little more aggressive, but I would say they're a little bit riskier as well. A Spencer gardening channel. I do love to garden. Absolutely love it. How to grow tomatoes would be hilarious. So very, very interesting. Man, throw some tickers at me. What are you guys thinking weekly wise? What are our favorite weekly dividend ETFs? Because I need to add some more onto here. There's so many now. My problem is that I have to add all of the YieldMax ones, right? Because we have YMax, but they converted all of them to weekly. The weekly dividend cheat sheet is going to be available in the community. So if you guys are interested in joining the community, I do need some people in there, like coffee and dividends. If you want to, I'll throw a free membership towards you guys. If you guys want to work with me, putting some content out in there, but coffee, like I'll throw one your way either way, because you've been a longtime supporter. So that'd be awesome. Building GPIX and GPIQ, 1,000%. Those ones have been some of the best performers, especially in this rocky market. And so the thing is, don't have many weekly. Yeah, weeklies are a specific taste, I will say. My favorite weekly, TSYX, TDAX, and KYLD, 100%. TLTR. GPIX and GPIQ make some phenomenal funds. I mean, they are some phenomenal funds, I should say. It's amazing how well they've done. And the strategy, right? You can hold GPIX, you can hold SPYI, and you can hold TSPY. And you have 3 different income ETFs, all with good yields, 8 to what? 13%. and they're all different strategies. So did you get the new ones from Global X on the cheat sheet? No, I need to add those. I need to add so many. We're going to add row below. We're going to have to go through, man. This is going to take me so long, right? Because there's 60 on here. And I think there's, I mean, how many YieldMax weeklies are there alone? There's so many. Add 10 rows below. And I'm going to have to do that over and over and over again. Nope. Whoops. Add rows. We're going to keep doing this because, again, there are so many. So, yeah, once I get the cheat sheet up, I'm going to do another video. Hi, Spencer. I may have the same username as another one of your supporters. Sorry. Oh, Coffee. That's so funny. No, you're right. I'm thinking of somebody else. That's not a problem at all, Coffee. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. GIF deserves a look. Rex Growth and Income ETF. Yeah, so that is their fund of funds, right? Let's look it up. So this is their universe. So what's the holdings? So is it going to hold? I mean, I'm sure it holds all of them. I forgot they have a PLTR fund. Oh, that's so interesting. So interesting. Let me guys know as well if the ads, let me guys know. Man, I'm starting to not be able to talk. Let me know, guys, if the ads are really annoying on YouTube, because I'll remove them next time. I don't think they really do anything to support it much. TikTok, thank you guys. Over 8,000 likes. Holy smokes. You guys are absolutely amazing. Long time watcher. If you guys have any questions, let me know from TikTok's point of view and from YouTube. Yeah, so I need to add GIF on here as well. So we'll add this, of course. Add row below. Yeah, I'm really excited for the video tomorrow. I've been having a lot more fun making content recently because Neos has been sponsoring, which helps a ton. I've got a couple sponsors going on right now that it just takes so much time. So I'm just getting absolutely overwhelmed. Guerrero 327. I recognize you because isn't your picture, is it Ted Cruz with tattoos? Because I remember you a long time ago. If it's not Ted Cruz, it's someone that looks like Ted Cruz. Too many, but I'm sticking with indexes now. No single stock, high dividends. Very, very solid. And what I'm curious with GIF is what's the expense ratio? Are they piling it on top of... Because, yeah, see, 1.23%. For me, I'm more of like a pick and choose kind of guy. One thing I'm debating doing, and I want your guys' opinions on it, I pronounce it GIF. I've never pronounced it GIF, but I've heard it both ways. So I have Brave browser, so I don't see ads on YouTube. Amazing, Mark. That's really smart. It is Teddy Cruz. Let's go. The Zodiac Killer. Just kidding. I don't know if I can get in trouble for saying that on here. Yeah, the ads are so annoying. I had an ad blocker, but recently YouTube disabled everything, which is unfortunate. OMA is phenomenal. Okay, let me put you guys on this. There's another fund by Vista Shares. And I have to disclose it. I've been sponsored by them in the past. I'll probably be sponsored by them in the future. I think they're a really cool company. I think they're very unique. Yes, OMA is great. It's probably one of their better Target 15 funds. ACCI's been great. QUSA and SIOO, both good. BTYB. This thing is phenomenal. And actually, we're going to put it on the chart right now. Because it's a higher risk, right? LOL, Ted Cruz, the politician. Yeah, but don't you hear? They always say that Ted Cruz was a Zodiac Killer. It was a long-term meme going around. It's really dumb. You familiar with stable coins? SGov, STRC, price holds tight to 99. Under the hood, they have 3 different functions. Surface level, then they move the same. What's your opinion? I'm going to do a video on STRC. I just don't understand it enough. Brad, the income architect here on YouTube, knows it a lot better. I love SGov. SGov's just a T-bill ETF, I believe, right? Similar to Cashy, CSHI by Neos. I love SGov. I love CSHI. I use Fidelity, and Fidelity actually has a lot of funds that they pay you for your uninvested cash. So I get paid immediately about 4% for my uninvested cash. Start a Spencer anime channel. That'd be hilarious. I could do a little like, oh man, I don't even know. I'd be awful at that. My closest thing to anime is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've been experimenting with a lot of different weekly, and so far the only 2 I really like is Chippy and GDXW. I was testing the Curve one. I'm testing the Curve one right now. Yeah, the weeklies are unique. They definitely were really hot right away, got really popular, and then they kind of started to suck performance-wise. Long time watcher Joe Platt, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, we got a follower. Thank you guys for following. That helps a ton. Yeah, BTYB. I'm getting off topic. This one is the bit bonds. So it's 80% bonds, 20% Bitcoin. And so the distribution rate is 8%. But if you believe in Bitcoin long term and you want a higher yield, like say a savings account or Spencer Invest ASMR, that is absolutely hilarious. Fidelity sweeps, but Schwab does not. Interesting. Very interesting. I was leery of BTYB. If you're leery of Bitcoin, then BTYB is definitely not for you. I thought about using it for something like an emergency fund, which I know might sound insane, but I believe long-term in Bitcoin, and it's only 20% Bitcoin. So with the income, you'd be pretty set. You got me on that one. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to keep up. AIPI. I like AIPI, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of these like target 20 ETFs that are going to struggle. I don't know if AIPI specifically target 20, but if you believe in AI, Rex does have a pretty interesting way of running those. They have FEPI, CEPI, AIPI, and then who has XPay? Roundhill has XPay. SPYT is by Defiance, but I think that the AIPI, CEPI ones have been a better performer. Is that Fidelity SPACs? Yes, that is Fidelity SPACs. And I get dividends. I think how often do they pay? Fidelity. Monthly. Yeah, because I was like, I keep seeing it on there over and over and over again. So it does pay monthly. SPACs is the core position at Fidelity. Yes, SPACs is pretty phenomenal. Weekly tracking of dividends are time consuming. Yes, I have a tracker, and that dividend tracker, I literally plug all the dividends in there. It tells me exactly what's happening. SCHD, Josh from the TikTok chat. SCHD has been booming. It's a core portion to a portfolio. It's a hedge. It underperforms when the NASDAQ is running. It outperforms when we've seen some rocky times like we have been seeing. Yeah, I track my weekly dividends. It's insanely time consuming. Schwab, you have to actively buy the SWVXX or whatever cash fund you desire. Interesting. I just put my cash in SGov. SGov is absolutely phenomenal and it's popular. Spencer, what about bi-weekly dividend grayscale covered call ETFs? BTCC. Yes, I've tracked that one before. It was an underperformer. Tracker is a ton of work. BTCC was an underperformer. If you like Bitcoin, it is possible. Yeah, SCHD has a much lower yield compared to SPY-I, JEPQ even. I think it ranges, but it's actually technically, is it a dividend or a yield? It is an ETF, but it's just, they don't run an options contract on it, correct? It's just paying out the dividends from the 100 Dividend 100 index. Snowball Analytics is a lot of work. Yes, it is. I prefer TLDR to SGov because it's smaller entry size. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think Cashy is my favorite, CSHI. But I'm going to do a second video. So I did a video on these called four safe ETFs for cash. There's one called Buck as well from, it's not Curve. I can't remember who it is, but they have a really good one. Hate my Schwab account. Feels like a grandpa account. I actually, coffee and dividends, I removed my Schwab account. I actually I invested for my niece and my nephew. And I put some money in there, and then it was actually a TD Ameritrade account that got acquired by Schwab. So then it became a Schwab account, and then I'm just transferring all of it out and putting it in Fidelity because I like Fidelity way more. Is the party over with GDXW? I think gold long-term is going to do well. I have a video going live tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And genuinely, I mean, people are expecting gold to hit all-time highs in 2027 as well. So if you can stomach the volatility, I don't think it's bad. And on top of that, we're still actually, Shane, thank you for watching. We're still in a time when the US dollar, inflation's crazy, the dollar's losing value, international, a lot of these other countries are going off the dollar because of how bad it's been. So gold is a storage of value in the same way that Bitcoin is, but gold, I would say, used to not be nearly as volatile, but recently, holy smokes. And speaking of volatile, silver. Real men full port their whole Robinhood account into Spencer's 18x Tesla ETF. I've thought about doing a Spencer Invest ETF, but I just can't do it. I think it would ruin me. Same, I started with TD. Yeah. QSIX and QDPL are dividend multipliers. I have never heard of those. I will say I'm not perfect, but there are not a lot of funds. Oh, by Pacer ETFs. Pacer has another one. What was the Pacer ETF I was looking at? Large cap dividend multiplier 400. Interesting. Income. There was one that I did a video on. Is it OVL? No, I can't remember what it was, but I did a no nav erosion video on it. Interactive brokers is okay for trading too. Yeah, I don't trade like every day. I check every day, but I'm not actively trading all the time. I like Fidelity. I might, to be honest, what I would like to do is I'd like to get in contact with someone from Robinhood, and I would like to completely convert everything into Robinhood. Like, it's a user-friendly one. My thing with Fidelity is I can't even show you guys my normal, like I have my Blossom portfolio, right? I have Blossom on here, but I can't even show you the full portfolio because on Fidelity, it has all this information that I don't want to spread, right? If I put it on there, literally everybody would straight up pull the money out of the account because they don't have an ability to hide your numbers, which is really frustrating. I've been with Schwab for so long that I won't leave. That's how I am with Fidelity. I also have Fidelity and E-Trade that I dabbled in M1. SGov dividend payout is deferred state and federal level compared to SPAXX. Oh, interesting. Spencer, why do people invest into gold and silver income stocks versus just holding the metals or buying a gold and silver trust? Well, people that want access to these, want access to gold and silver and other commodities, will buy into them. Usually, I would say if they're living off of dividends, like Brad, the income architect, my podcast co-host, a member of the Dream Team. He holds like the curve funds, right? GLD, KGLD, and KSLV because he's living off dividends. Those that are living off dividends and want that high yield, Curve has mastered gold and silver. If you're interested, Shane, if you're still listening, if you're looking at GDXW, I recommend checking out KGLD and KSLV, both monthly payers, but pretty phenomenal, I will say. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Supposedly in April, Robinhood is going to do early dividend payouts. Isn't that amazing? I have my LLCs with Fidelity. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, you have your LLCs with Fidelity. We already know your name. What are you worried about? Gero, if you can get my account numbers with my name, you can have the money, brother. Just keep some of my green positions. Spencer, I may be able to help you hide brokerage number in Fidelity. My boyfriend is a software person. Oh, that'd be great. I reached out to Fidelity, but they don't respond. They're not interested in... Okay, little piece of insider information. Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, they're not really interested in content side of stuff, which I totally understand. They have so much money in their brokerages from 401ks, they don't have to worry about it. But I think things like Robinhood, Moomoo, and Webull are going to be the next generation of investing softwares because they are tackling the younger generation. I did a full video on this on my small channel about Robinhood because Robinhood is one of my favorite stocks for the long term because I use it, right? I like using it. And despite everything that happened, I think it could be solid. Also, people are telling me to stay away from the Robinhood when the game... Yeah, that's the thing. Robinhood and GameStop, it was a huge issue. They were stupid. They shouldn't have done that. They betrayed investors' trust. But I think there were a lot of other brokerages that did the same thing. I don't know if Fidelity did, but there was so much going on. I was with RJ Thompson, which became Daytech, which became TD, which is now Schwab. Oh my goodness. Now VSUXX is 100% deferred on its dividends. Interesting. SoFi over Robinhood. Yeah, SoFi is an investing app too. That's the thing. Robinhood's trying to become a bank. SoFi's been trying to become an investing brokerage. I should invest everything on SoFi. SoFi also has availability for, if you guys are interested in investing in SpaceX, I got to pull the ticker up. Let me pull it up. I'll put it on screen. They have access with, it's not ARKX. What is it? It's ER Shares. So this company, I don't know. Let me see. Can you guys hear my cat meowing? So they have 44% of the value of this fund in SpaceX, which when SpaceX goes public is going to be really interesting to see. Coffee, thank you. That would be absolutely amazing. DXYZ. The thing with these two is there's also one that holds Anthropic, which is the parent company of Claude, the ETF, not the ETF, the AI software. Jim Smith, thank you so much. Longtime watcher. Appreciate it. Do you plan on doing Or do you, okay, wait, let me slide back up. I'm losing comments. Does YouTube channel go over how much you pay in taxes from the dividends? Oh, does your YouTube channel? I missed another one. Sorry. Shane, yeah, I have both K Gold, KSLV, and KQQQ. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Curve has some really good funds. Check out KCOP, their copper fund, if you're interested in copper. Does your YouTube channel cover how much you pay in taxes from the dividends? It doesn't. And the only reason it doesn't is because I actually use a Roth IRA for investing. My plan is once I max out my Roth IRA, I am going to JWH119. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. I'm going to do a separate account and I'll break down taxes. I'll have probably like 10K in there, throw it into some of these income ETFs and show you guys what I end up paying. You know, the benefits of the 1256 contracts, of NEOS versus others, and so on. That would be good. Robinhood's so slow with the dividends. Yeah, which is really, really annoying. DXYZ. All right, let me check it out. Destiny Tech 100. Oh, interesting. Does this pay a dividend? No. Interesting. It's down 24% in the last year. So what are they investing in? Closed-end management investment company registered. Top 100. Oh, okay. Okay, it's loading. Top 100 exchange-listed portfolio high-growth tech companies. Interesting. 32 companies. Target is 100. Maybe they'll want to invest in my company. Returns are abysmal, but, you know. Is it Curve that applied for a Mag 10? Oh, who applied for the Mag 10? I can't remember. Dude, let me do a poll. Okay, let me pull this back up. Okay, I want to showcase the Circle community really quick. Let me do a poll. Okay, starting the poll. So what I have on here, and you can give me a yes or no for feedback. Don't feel bad. Please be honest. I literally have all this data on here. So we have the weekly dividend ETF chat. We have the monthlies. We have growth. I'm going to do research, wins and losses, upcoming stuff. So one thing I want to put in here, and I'm curious with what you guys think. Oh, the Mag 10 is Tap Alpha. Correct. That is true. I talked to Sai about that. Too much going on. If you guys are interested, there is a link in the YouTube description for the live. Check it out. There's a free trial as well. And I want to make this super useful for everybody. And so my plan is, if you guys want like interviewer questions, if you want me to be like talking with Tap Alpha, if you want me to talk to NEOS, if you want me to interview YieldMax and ask them your specific questions, all of that is going to be part of this Circle group. So I would appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think, if it is worth it or not, because I want to definitely make it worth it. Did you see Tom Nash report? What is your comment? You see? No, I did not. Tom Nash report. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Oh, 11 billion in SpaceX. SpaceX is going to be amazing. I mean, then they're going to come out with all these ETFs on Elon Musk, which I'm a huge fan. I mean, I think Elon's a genius, right? I think most people can agree. He's crazy, but he's a crazy genius. Okay, wait, let me check. What was I looking at? Yeah, the Mag 10 ETF. I wonder if Tap Alpha can pull that off, right? And then they do, I don't know if they do a boosted version or a lift version of that one, but that would be absolutely amazing. Okay, here we go. Okay, Tom Nash report. Oh, what is he talking about? Big YouTuber. 86,000 subscribers. Let's see. Man, he gets crazy good views. Holy smokes. Iran is done. Oh, interesting. What's funny? Okay. I mean, the minute the market goes crazy for some of this stuff, I mean, look at how many videos he's put out on Iran and whatnot, which is not bad by any means. I'm not bashing him for it, but like the minute we saw war over and over and over again, I'll have to watch his channel. I don't watch his channel, but very, very interesting. He's ranked very, very high, makes good money on it. Good for him. Good for him. About 15 stocks. No, which one? He's talking about specifics. I'll have to watch that. Is it a video? No, it's a report. Da, da, da. All right. If you guys are interested in, if you guys want to be mods, I really do need some moderators. What I would like is I would love to have people in there that just want to post content and keep stuff up to date in the circle group. So let me know. Send me a message on Blossom. Send me a message on anything. Okay, there we go. There we go. Send me a message because I'd love to have you guys on there. I'll end the poll. Cool. 100%, 4 votes. You guys are too generous. You guys are too generous. All right. I'm going to keep rolling. I'm going to end it in, I'm going to do 5 minutes. 5 minutes, brainstorm with me. Throw anything at me that you'd like. I need to eat some dinner because I'm starving. Absolutely starving. But let's go back. Oh, SpaceX has been spending its shares like cash to purchase things like Spectrum. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, because same thing with Anthropic, right? Because Anthropic, they had some issues in the news. TMGN Mag 10 by Tap Alpha. Let me check it out. I would be down to mod, but I'm kind of regarded, if you get what I mean. 1000%. No, if you want to jump in there, I would love that. I have so much stuff coming out. And okay, here's what we'll talk about. Man, some of these. Do you have an HSA? I don't have an HSA. I want to create an HSA. It's on my list. It's on my list for getting it going. Last thing I want to talk about before we end the live is I'm creating a dividend tracker. And what this is it's a Discord version that's going to also come through. I'm going to have it on the channel a ton. What channel was that in filing? Let me pull it up. Let me see if this is it. Here's the prospectus filing for the Tap Alpha Fund. Where'd it go? Yeah, TMGN, and then the small cap growth and daily income, TRUS. You mean the Anthropic employee who accidentally released the entire code base for Claude? LOL. That too. There was some drama with Anthropic and what they were willing to give away about like information and whatnot. Kelly, thank you so much for jumping in here. I appreciate that. That's so kind of you to say. Always. It's always a pleasure. Dustin, yeah, absolutely amazing. ET has been amazing. HSA's triple tax advantaged. Yes, they are. They're absolutely phenomenal. I need to set it up. We need to set it up for sure. And I'd like to have kids within a couple of years. We'll see, but that HSA is going to be a lifesaver. So what this dividend tracker is going to be, it's going to showcase basically income. Can I zoom in? Can you guys even see this? There we go. It's going to showcase like the income. So if you see a lot of like dividends decreasing from YieldMax, from Ulti, it notifies you. There's going to be so many different notifications on there. Guillermo, thank you, as always. There's going to be a bunch of different tools on there to use, and I want to just absolutely blast it to everyone that wants to use it. And I'm primarily making it so that I can use it for the channel because it's going to be super easy to make a bunch of videos. Which is the best NEOS ETF? I must invest for growth and income. It depends on what you're looking for. Genuinely, if you're looking for NASDAQ exposure, QQQI, if you want a ton of exposure, you can do their boosted series. If you want energy, MLPI. If you want gold, IAUI. If you want real estate, IYRI. There are so many options. Kelly, I no longer hold any Roundhill. I don't blame you, man. The swaps that they're using for options are really killing their returns. If we look at, let me pull it back up. Right here, TOPW, right? The summary. Like this thing has been going down substantially. And I mean, that's not factoring in the dividends, but still, I don't like seeing that NAV erosion just tank like that. So kind of a bummer, but you know, I hope they can fix it. I don't know why it's been so poor, but all right, 3 minutes. Buy QQQI and pair it with QQQM. I absolutely love that strategy. I mean, like I will do that where I'll reinvest dividends when one is low. Phenomenal. I've been doing that with the markets being down, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm hoping to get my Roth maxed out here very quick, and then get rolling on some other investments as well in just a normal brokerage, so we can track the taxes. Or SPY with SPYM. Phenomenal. You can do, MLPI with what is it? XLE. I think XLE is the energy one. So many good options. So much is happening today though, but like, look at this. I was so pumped with my portfolio today, up $1,000. And again, I got to say it, the total return is off. I wish Blossom would fix that. I also have way more money, not way more. I think I'm at about 33 to 34,000. Will you make a video explaining NAV erosion? Madden, I definitely have considered that. I might do it. The problem is people have different opinions on it, right? Because NAV erosion can mean you think that the fund is going down, or it can mean you think that they're paying out more than they're earning on income, or it can mean that the fund is too far off from the underlying. But I guess I could do a video explaining all of that. That definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll actually put that on my list. It'll be a little more research, but NAV erosion is a plague that we see. So, man, tons of stuff happening. Sorry if I missed any comments. You guys are absolutely amazing with the comments on here, and I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to end the live. I'm going to go get some food. I'm out of here. Take care. Giro, same thought. Hard to gauge NAV erosion in a bad down market. 100%. But I appreciate you guys. If you liked this video, I have tons of videos. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're on TikTok, don't forget to follow me so you never miss out on investing and what's happening in the markets. And genuinely, if I can actually make money with these dividend and growth stocks. So I appreciate you guys a ton. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I'll see you hopefully on the channel. Boop. Thank you, TikTok. You guys are absolutely amazing. How do I even end the live? I don't even know how to end the live.